You could win $100 and a shot glass and keychain from the Anything Show with Jean-Francois Monday, August 30th. Now you're asking yourself, John, how do I win such money and merch? Very simple. All you have to do is tell us what's your favorite simple pleasure. And if you want to know how you tell us what your favorite simple pleasure is, listen to The Anything Show with Jean-Francois on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts for a chance to win $100 and a shot glass and keychain courtesy of The Anything Show with Jean-Francois Monday, August 30th. Have you been thinking about buying a house but are unsure of where to start? First Time Home Buying Basics will take a possible complex and confusing process and make it a breeze. Arizona residential real estate broker Josh Mattison will guide you through this step-by-step process as he has with hundreds of clients over the last 20 years. You will learn everything from where you start your journey all the way to closing the sale and getting the keys to your hands. Josh wrote this book in a short, simple, easy-to-read format of less than 100 pages. 2021 is a whole new real estate market, so before you hand over any of your valuable information, calling realtors or mortgage brokers, check out First Time Home Buying Basics and Cover Your Assets. Available now in paperback, ebook forms, or by visiting the website at MattisonMarkets.com.
All right.
From the Big Heavy World Studios in Burlington, Vermont, this is The Anything Show with Jean-Francois. I hope you know what you're in for.
Here we go, Saturday, July 24th as we record this. Jean-Francois here at the Big Heavy World Studios in Burlington. Joining me once again is actress and host of the Black Hole Sun podcast, Massiel Hernandez, on the phone from New York City. Once again, waiting for an envelope or a delivery guy to come by. I mean, has he come by yet, Massiel?
Well, it's always like around this time, the mailman or UPS or, gosh, God knows who. Will come with a package for either me or one of the tenants upstairs or downstairs. So we're waiting. We're waiting. Waiting
patiently. And you know what? One of these days, that UPS driver may be me, because I keep on getting these emails from like the UPS, like, oh, hey, apply for our positions. We pay like $28 an hour. And I'm like, whoa, I'm in the wrong business. Screw radio.
Yeah, they have really good benefits too, apparently.
Oh, my God. So shouts out to UPS, my maybe future employer. All right, we got a great show coming up. Later on, I'll be speaking with Lauren Speed and Cameron Hamilton. They are former cast members from Netflix's Love is Blind. Speaking of which, the new season premiering July 29th, so check that out. Lauren and Cameron wrote a book together called Leap of Faith, so we're going to talk to them about that later on. For our celebrity gossip, of course, in case you forgot, the Summer Olympics currently going on, and we're going to explore why Olympic athletes are sleeping on cardboard beds. And for our viral video segment, Siri is telling insult jokes in case you wanted your self-esteem to be shot for some reason. For our Ask Anything, oh my God, this is the week. Yeah, Massiel, we finally announced this month's winner of a $100 gift card and an Anything Show with Jean-Francois shot glass and keychain. I'm so honored. And for our headlines, Massiel, I don't know, I didn't clear this with you beforehand, but we got to talk sweaty boob. we got to talk sweaty boob cash, okay? Sweaty boob cash.
The story of my life.
Yeah. Hey, listen, subscribe, follow, rate, review, do all that fun stuff for The Anything Show with Jean-Francois on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Follow us on Facebook.com/The Anything Show, Instagram at Anything Show Francois, and on YouTube, of course, under The Anything Show with Jean-Francois. Shot glasses and keychains are always available. $10 for a glass, $5 for a keychain. So send me a DM if you are interested. All right, Massiel, shall we start with our sweaty boob cash?
Okay.
Yes, first up on the headlines list, a story that you only see in the summer, Europe actually, which is where you want to go to at some point, Massiel, for vacation purposes.
Yeah.
Europe is actually dealing with a big heat wave right now, and the owner of a mattress store in Ireland just announced he's not accepting sweaty boob cash anymore. The fact that he was accepting it in the first place is highly concerning, but that's for another time. But yeah, it's cash that you've been storing in your bra. And look, I mean, Massiel, you have to educate me because I'm not a woman. I don't have big titties. Okay, why? What is the logic of women storing cash in their bra? Besides the fact that they don't have pockets, like why do they think that strangers will want to touch that cash?
Well, first of all, it's all about not having pockets.
Okay.
I don't know well, okay, listen to me. I know a lot about this subject matter. Let me talk.
Okay.
As someone who is, I don't know how to say this. I have big boobs.
Yeah.
They've come in very beneficially for many reasons. One of them being storing things like cash, small alcohol bottles, crystals, IDs, like, you name it, I've stored it. The reason why I think people do this is because, pockets. And it's easier there's so much space in your bra, so it's like, it's easy. But I'm just confused, like, what kind of mattress place are people paying in cash? Like, how cheap are these mattresses? That's my kind of question.
Hey, you know what? Maybe this is like an upscale part of Ireland where people could just shell out like $500, $600 in cash for mattresses. You never know. I mean,
so you're carrying I'm thinking, like, if I go to the store and I put money in my bra, like, I'm putting like $20. I'm not carrying around like $1,000.
Well, again, Massiel, it's very upscale. If we know anything about rich people, they're not criminals, obviously. I mean, come on.
And the whole thing with Europe having a heat wave, that's just insane because, like, they don't have air conditioning, and I feel bad for them because, oof.
Oh, boy. Well, that sweaty boob cash, keep it away from me, especially in the age of COVID. And also keep away from me this whole thing about going to the moon. And this is kind of coming off the heels of Jeff Bezos and what's his name? Richard Branson, basically having like a white guy big dick measuring contest going into space with their rockets. And you know what? 42% of people, I got to applaud these 42% of people because they would reject a chance to go to the moon, even if a safe return could be guaranteed. Among them, most actually said they just weren't interested in the moon or thought that it would be boring. And you know what? Honestly, I am kind of along the lines of those people, Massiel. I mean, not only could I possibly die on the trip up there, but like, what am I going to see when I'm up there? And more importantly, there's no air. Like, I know you have the bodysuit and everything like that, but there's nothing to do. There's no air. It's dark all the time. It just seems like a depressing time to me. So I don't know.
I feel like I love sci-fi and I love to talk about space, but I haven't even seen enough of Earth to be like, you know what? I want to go to outer space. I just think it's so ridiculous. They should use that money to, I don't know, end world hunger, help people. Like, I don't know. Like, it does feel like it is like who has more money. Like,
And you know
and
what?
Don't forget Elon Musk. He's another one who's in there too. Stirring it up.
Totally forgot about that. And you know what? Going back to that argument that you made, Massiel, that rich people should try to stop world hunger instead of trying to go to the moon. Like, I was thinking about that argument the other day, and I was conflicted because on the one hand, it's like, well, it's America. It's a free country. If you have a lot of money, you have every right to do what you want with it. I mean, you just because you have all this money doesn't mean that you're, responsible for having world peace and ending hunger. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, it's just like, come on now, the moon, like there are better ways that you could be spending your money. So
true. Absolutely true.
Oh, God. All right. Well, kids, parents will spoil their kids like nobody's business, especially when they turn 1 year old. Now, of course, we know that most kids will not remember their first birthday party. And
no, not at all.
And yet parents, they go crazy. They say in this recent survey that the average price parents will shell out for a kid's first birthday party is $293. And it looks like a lot of that is just on a custom cake, which the kid is just going to make a mess of and smear all over their face. I mean, I don't know, Massiel. I mean, if you had a kid at the age of 1 and they had their birthday party, I mean, what would you say is around the amount that you might spend on that kid?
Oh, no, it would be like really simple. Someone's backyard, sheet cake from ShopRite, barbecue, like something. I love those parties. Those parties are the best. I actually have a funny story about when I used to cater. I catered at a $5 million bar mitzvah.
Oh, my God. Wow.
$5 million. And I'm sure, and that's cheap in comparison to other people's bar mitzvahs.
Yeah.
It just felt like it was for the parents, to be honest, because That kid didn't even care. It was insane. It was on the Intrepid. And then, like, they had, like, I forgot, someone famous came and sang for this kid. And, like, it was just like, wow, $5 million for your bar mitzvah. What are you going to do when they get, like, married? Like, how do you top that? How do you top that?
You can't unless whoever controls this thing, the parents, unless they make more money, maybe they'll give their kid a yacht for their wedding. I don't know.
That's crazy.
It is insane. And I always say, like, if you're gonna have a very expensive first birthday party for your kid, it's kind of like having a birthday party for your pet. Like, they're not gonna know what's going on. They won't really care. Like, so. Yeah. Really, this is a prime example of the fact that it's just a thought that counts. Like, just go with the thought and save your money, and you'll probably come up with something fan-freaking-tastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, speaking of parents and kids, I mean, obviously, Massiel, parents and kids have to live in a house, and God forbid, if you're a parent listening right now and you don't have a house to live in and you need some real estate housing advice, might I recommend this wonderful book by my friend Josh Mattison. Josh, can you hear the commercialism in my voice, Massiel?
Yeah, it totally turned on me. It was like, we're doing a commercial?
Right, exactly. It's so unexpected. Such a surprise. I had the music, and I had a weird transition.
You're full of surprises today, man.
Look, I'm still working on improving my game in this area, so give me a break here. All right, first-time home buying basics from my friend Josh Mattison. If you're a parent and you want a great home for your spouse, for your kid, go buy this book. It's gonna give you like a really complex. No. You know what? I'm gonna say this. If you think it's complex and confusing buying a house, this book is going to make all that a breeze. So Josh Mattison, who is a residential real estate broker from Arizona, he's going to guide you through a step-by-step process, as he has with hundreds of clients over the last 20 years. You're going to learn everything from where you start your journey all the way to closing the sale and getting the keys in your hands. Josh did write this book in a short, simple, easy-to-read format of less than 100 pages, which is great because...
Wow.
I know, because as we get older, don't you feel that your attention span gets, like, more terrible, Massiel? Because, like, you're dealing with so much crap as an adult that you just that I think the patience just wears thin, right?
No, that's just you.
Oh, wow! Oh my God! Oh, Josh Mattison. Don't give Massiel any advice, Josh Mattison. She's the perfect adult. She doesn't need to have this stuff.
That's right, Josh Mattison. But for the rest of you who are not perfect, this book is for you.
Yeah, and you know what? Funny enough, me and my girlfriend Tony Massiel, we are trying to get a house within the next year, so we can certainly use some advice from Mr. Josh Mattison. Yeah, we could certainly use some first-time home buying basics from Josh Mattison. Well, first time for me, because Tony has already been a homeowner for the past 3 years, so good for her. And, you could find the first time home buying basics book on, paperback, ebooks. You can also purchase the book at MattisonMarkets.com. So there you go. Thank you so much, Mattison Markets, for supporting the Anything Show. All right. So I don't know, man, bouncing off of, parents, they, I'm sure, do petty things with each other. But, have you ever got to a point, Massiel, where you rejected somebody for something petty? A recent survey did say that the top reasons that people are rejecting someone for pettiness, stuff like having the same name as their mother, overusing ellipses in texts, not using pillowcases, and after dropping something, they'd say whoopsie. Now,
wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Somebody's not using pillowcases?
Yeah. No, now, do you think that is a justifiable?
That is savage. That's disturbing. Like, first of all, my pillow is in it's in a casing for like bed bugs. Not that I have bed bugs, but I'm like afraid of all sorts of things.
Okay.
It's in a casing, and then it's in a pillowcase, and then it's in another pillowcase.
Oh. Wow. Well, you know what? That's you, Massiel. But you know what?
And I change it all the time, because like your face and hair. I should actually have silk pillowcases for my skin and my hair, but I don't. But I changed them a lot. Yeah, I'm a little weird about my pillowcases, so there you go.
Hey, I respect that, but, Dirty Jim, who lives down the road from you, Massiel, probably doesn't. I mean, he's probably just, who knows what's in his naked pillow? I mean, COVID, COVID, the flu, snot, poop, like whatever. It's just a lot of stuff. So obviously, Dirty Jim is the most attractive man ever. But actually, you know what? I want you to tell me if this is a petty reason to kind of end things with somebody. So I remember, way before I met Tony Massiel, I went on 3 dates with this girl, and the third date we went to the movies to see Captain Marvel. Now, who's that actress that plays Captain Marvel? Can you?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. Oh God, fantastic movie. Brie Larson, fantastic, beautiful actress. I loved it. Now, my date, she is a Marvel enthusiast and also a hardcore feminist. So she had a lot of really interesting talking points about the movie afterwards, and I was just a deer in headlights, Massiel. I was just like, I just liked the movie. I don't have anything thought provoking to say. I just liked the movie, and and after the date, I guess I just felt intimidated. I felt like just the dumb guy in the back of the class who just wasn't paying attention at all, and I think that's why I kind of ended it, was just because I was just afraid of her intelligence. I mean, is that a really awful reason to break up with somebody? Shouldn't I have just sucked it up and just saw her again?
Well, I feel like a lot of guys, that's a valid reason for them. I think it's kind of petty. Yeah. But I think a lot of guys, if they're intimidated by somebody, they usually don't say, oh, I'm intimidated by you. Yeah. They kind of just break it off. But yeah, I mean, I also think that comic book people, comic book enthusiasts, and, depending if they're Marvel or DC, we tend to be very, very knowledgeable about our topic matter. And it's hard sometimes when you don't know and you're just like, I just came to see this movie with you and it seemed like it was a fun idea. Like, it was, yeah. So I get it.
I just took a swig of water. I apologize, but I
yeah. I was like, hello?
No, I did not pass away during the show. I apologize.
I was like, hello? Oh, man. I mean, I will say that I once, I was on one of the dating apps. I won't say which one.
Why not?
And that, I think it was OkCupid. I don't know.
Sure. I mean, whatever. I mean, and you know what? If you're insulting them, it's okay because it's not advertising them,
Oh, yeah, that's true. Absolutely. So I was on OkCupid and a gentleman started messaging me, and he seemed very intelligent, but I had to be like, look, you look just like my brother, and that creeps me out, so this is going nowhere, so please leave me alone. like exactly like my brother, and I thought it was so creepy. I was like, no, not okay.
Yeah, you know what? A long time ago on this show, I remember playing a TikTok video of I think it was a girl going to a guy's house, and they were like having sex or about to have sex, and the girl looks over to the dresser to the guy's left and sees a picture of an attractive woman with a bikini, and it's all framed. And when the girl, of course, asks the guy who the girl is, the guy says, "Oh, that's my sister." And of course the girl just was like, okay, I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And not only that, but apparently the sister had the same name as the girl the guy was gonna have sex with. So I don't know. That's some Freudian crap, I think. I don't know.
That's kind of creepy.
It is kind of creepy. You know what? You know what's also kind of creepy, Massiel? To clumsily go to our next headline. I just find it absolutely creepy that the U.S. is just not completely over the COVID-19 outbreak, because we're going through what's called a summer surge right now, and I feel like we need to be Australia right now, because according to this headline here, 2 Australian quarantine cheats are in the news. A woman was in a hotel. She had to quarantine in the hotel, and she was cited for having cigarettes delivered to her by a drone. And then you also have a man who was arrested for sneaking out of his quarantine by doing, the old bed sheets out the window trick. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like there's I feel like there's now, okay, maybe Australia is going a little bit far with their whole you got to quarantine stuff. But, it kind of reminds me, or maybe kind of suggests to me, that maybe the U.S. should be that strict when it comes to quarantining. Yeah. Like if it comes to that, to get over this outbreak, I mean, maybe we should do that. I don't know.
There's a person I follow on YouTube that I'm a big fan of. His name is Cinnamon Toast Ken, and he recently moved from Mississippi to Australia with his wife, and he's been documenting the 2 weeks staying in a hotel, and he's like, you can't get out, you can't do anything. So I knew about this, but I feel like, isn't Australia's numbers, the COVID numbers, a lot lower than the U.S.? I think that,
I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure, because they're really doing it up. So
yeah, and it was the same thing for gun control when the whole gun control debate was hot. I remember the Daily Show did a story about Australia had one mass shooting, and then they put in strict gun control laws, and then boom, nothing happened after that. So this is just a classic example of other countries being far ahead and more smarter than the so-called greatest country in the world.
Absolutely.
I love it. Let's see. Let's do just one last headline here, and I might just get choosy with it since it's our last headline. By the way, Massiel, I accidentally dropped water near equipment, so I'm hoping that the equipment doesn't shut down. That's what.
Man, all sorts of calamities today.
I know. You know what? But the great thing is that I don't own all this, so I can kind of walk away and just.
Oh, okay. Is this be okay?
I don't know. What the hell do I want to do? Oh yeah, I guess we could end off on this. Netflix. I guess Netflix is considering having video games on their service within the next year, and they're not going to be raising prices. Like if you go for, if you go for a regular Netflix subscription, they are going to just include video games, and I think they're looking to just run Nintendo, PlayStation, all these video game console companies out of business because, Jesus, I mean, if you can just access a video game with the touch of a remote while you watch TV, it's just, I mean, that's insanity.
If you can get everything in one place, that'd be amazing. Go Netflix.
Yeah, I don't know. Go Netflix, and man, pay us for this because we need money. Oh, God. If you have a headline you want to share with us, Facebook.com/TheAnythingShow or Instagram @AnythingShowFrancois. John Francois here with Massiel Hernandez. I'm in Burlington, Vermont. Massiel Hernandez on the phone from New York City. And oh, my God, Massiel, it's finally here after a month of talking about it nonstop. We have to announce our winner of the $100 gift card and the shot glass and keychain. Oh my God. You know when you have like a supersized screen on your computer and you have like a very difficult time minimizing it to your correct size, Massiel?
No, I don't.
Oh, Massiel, why do you act like you're so perfect and nothing ever happens to you? Oh,
Whatever.
My God! All right. I think I got my crap together. Okay, I am so happy to announce our winner of the money and the merch. Let's get to it. It's Ask Anything. All right, and before I do that, of course, the question that I've been asking you all month long for your chance to win that money and merch, what is a place you would like to travel to this summer? Because you know what? We were led to believe that the U.S. was doing so damn fine with COVID-19 that, we can just travel and it's, the pandemic's over. Everybody can take their mask off. Everybody's vaccinated.
Just on you, America.
Exactly. That's the perfect sinister laugh, Massiel. You should use that more often.
I try.
All right. So, oh my goodness gracious! I peed my pants just now, Massiel, from your laugh.
Oh man!
I know. Just when water on this console over here wasn't enough, I peed my pants. There's just too much liquid around here.
Okay. Let's get to the winner.
Fine. I have to acknowledge the last few responses. We have some wonderful listeners that said they would like to travel to London, Paris, Bahamas, Canada, Greece, every Disney park around the world. So that might take a while, and of course some moolah.
Lots of moolah.
Hawaii, the Maldives or the Maldives. I think we had
the Maldives.
The Maldives. Yeah. We had someone say this before, and I screwed up the pronunciation then and also now. Oh my God, your home state, New York. People would of course love to visit New York, and the great state of Colorado.
Oh, wow.
I know, because I guess there's just mountains and a dry climate. I don't know. I mean, that's all.
And mountains and a dry climate.
Yeah, and snow when you least expect it. Colorado has everything. Oh, boy. All right, Massiel. I mean, really, there's no other way to transition but to just say, screw it. Let's just announce our winner. Do you want to announce our winner with a little drum roll?
Yay!
Yay! All righty.
Where's the drum roll?
I just wanted to let it be awkward for a second. I just love awkward pauses for a second.
I know, it's really creepy. Stop.
All right. I will stop. Congratulations to Katie from Connecticut. Oh, Katie from Connecticut, who oddly enough was the one, I believe, who said she would like to go to every Disney park around the world. Well, looks like...
we salute you, Katie.
Yeah, well, it looks like we made a small contribution to you traveling around to the happiest places on Earth, a $100 gift card, and an Anything Show shot glass and keychain. Look, Katie, I know that $100 is going to buy you, like a beverage at Disney World, but still, it's something, and it's better than nothing.
Those dull ice cream bowls that everybody talks about. I forget what they're called.
I guess ice cream, drinks, just little stuff like that. Katie, you deserve it all. A $100 gift card and an Anything Show with John Francois shot glass and keychain coming your way.
Yay!
All right, and if you want to be as lucky as Katie, we have another chance for you to win $100 and the shot glass and keychain in late August, just as the kiddies are getting back to school, Massiel. So I know. So one last chance for you parents to have a good time before you lose your freaking mind during the school year. So there you go. All right, John Francois here with Massiel Hernandez. Like I said, the Anything Show would not be possible without support from our sponsors. And, of course, one of those lovely sponsors is the Highbrow Drivel podcast. I mean, we've been saying it for the past couple weeks. The Highbrow Drivel podcast, hosted by my good friend Anthony Janot. Hilarious takes from serious experts. And Anthony is always joined by a stand-up comedian each week. So if you like thought-provoking topics like the brain, space... Yeah, I'm talking to you, Jeff Bezos, with your false big dick. Climate science, psychedelics, and, all the areas where you want to talk about it and you seem to be drunk while you're talking about it at the end of a good party at the end of the night, then Highbrow Drivel, right up your alley. Oh my God, the latest episode, Massiel, I loved it so much. They say, according to Dawkins, that there is no room for altruism in evolution. So, the big question is, why are we so cooperative as a species? So, Anthony and whoever his stand-up comedian co-host is, they speak to Dr. Nicola Rahani of the Social Evolution and Behavior Lab. She is a professor in evolution and behavior, a Royal Society University Research Fellow, and Fellow of the Royal Society of Biology. Wow. It looks like she...
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like she should just be living in the UK with the royal family. So much royals in there.
Wow.
Yeah, so her new book, The Social Instinct, is out now. Excuse me, grab that book and grab a nice piece of Anthony Janot as you listen to the Highbrow Drivel podcast. Because if there's anything I know about Anthony Massiel, he is so damn delicious. He tastes like chicken. So
wow.
I know. And if you,
awkward.
Hey, and if you know anything about black people and I guess Hispanics as well, I mean, we're pretty passionate about our chicken, right? Right? Come on.
Well-seasoned chicken, of course.
Of course. We're not going to be like dogs and eat it, skinless and seasonless and all that stuff.
Oh, no. We offended somebody with that comment. I don't know but I agree.
I'm sure. Send all the hate mail to me. Massiel doesn't need to get your hate.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
She has enough going on in her life right now, okay? Leave Massiel alone.
Leave me alone.
All right, Highbrow Drivel, thank you so much for sponsoring the Anything Show. And also, thank you so much to my good friend Emma Paunil from Emma Paunil Music. Look, if you happen to have kids or know someone who has kids and you really want that particular kid to be in touch with their emotional and mental health, Emma Paunil has musical children picture books that are just about that. Emma Paunil, an author and musician of over 20 years, dedicated to emotional understanding for kids and adults. She also has a science background of over 20 years. Emma has spent countless hours researching the beneficial psychological and physiological effects of listening to instrumental music on the decreasing of, that contributes to decreasing the anxiety level of children to increase their creative performance. So you can listen to her companion piano music releases alongside the reading of both her children's picture books. One children's picture book that I particularly enjoy, Massiel, is Gentle Dragons, Healing and Dealing with Emotions and Feelings. So Emma Paunil Music, go to emmapaunil.com if you want more information about her wonderful musical children's picture books. Emma Paunil, always there for you so you could stay sane. All right, John Francois here with Massiel Hernandez on The Anything Show. Massiel, very fitting for the COVID-19 era. Would you like to get viral?
Yeah.
Yeah! All right, it's time for Let's Get Viral, a look at the viral videos of the week. And Massiel, we might actually be on time for once on this show. We're actually doing pretty good.
Come on.
I know. It's only in the Anything Show's nature to go over,
Don't jinx it, because we're,
All right. How about we get started with Siri? Massiel, I don't use Siri. I like to control everything manually on my phone. But you know what? There are some people that like to use Siri for whatever reason on their Apple iPhone. And a guy put Siri to the test. This guy said he failed his final exams and he wanted to be cheered up with a joke. And this is how Siri responded.
Hey Siri, I failed my final exams. Can you tell me a joke to cheer me up?
What's the difference between you and your grandma?
What?
Your grandma passed.
Oh my God, Massiel. I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether to laugh or to put Siri in the trash because it's like, what, I bought this expensive iPhone just to have Siri insult me? I don't know.
Oh, that's hilarious. First of all, when I was in high school, college, I always passed my finals. I mean, in the middle of semesters, midterms, I never passed that. But finals, I always pass them.
Oh, my God. Well, Massiel, once again, showing that you are the perfection of perfection.
Yes, that's right.
Making me sweat to my knees here, trying to make sure that I'm good enough for you on this show.
You got knee sweat?
Yeah. Look, it's a special thing. Look, if you are Haitian like me and you live in Vermont, we have particular knee sweat issues. So this is very niche, Massiel. And you know what? And probably the only way that I'll feel special compared to you. You don't have knee sweat. I have knee sweat. So there you go.
I sure don't. Yeah. You see that.
All right. Maybe you experienced this with your former roommate's cat, Massiel. So this musician recorded his cat's melodic warbling as it lapped up milk, and he actually turned it into a song. I mean, who said that cats are just useless, lazy creatures? I mean, if my cat...
Oh, my gosh. That's the jam of the summer.
Right? If my cat could do that, I'm going to try to make money off of it while not exploiting the cat in very unhealthy ways. I don't know. I mean,
So this video, I've seen it, and it's actually gone, and it's snowballed to this thing where people have duetted or stitch. I always forget which one. It's duetted. They duetted the video, and so now it's like different musicians are duetting different musicians, so it's like a never-ending thing. And the last time I saw, there was like one video with 6 musicians playing their instrument with the cat.
Whoa. And
it's insane. It's funny. It's really funny, but it's really like, wow, people are really talented.
And everything was all in sync, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I was even thinking maybe I should duet with the harmonica.
Wow. Hey, Massiel, I think you're still waiting for a package at your front door. So while you're doing that, why not hear this next viral video? It's a doorbell cam of a father and his 3-year-old daughter seeing a package at the front door. She asks what it is, and he says it's body wash, and she has a pretty amusing response to that.
Pop, we get a package. What's this?
It's body wash.
For penis and boobies?
Yes, for my penis and my boobies.
Yeah. And you know what? What I love about kids, they just get straight to the point. Oh, yeah, that's the thing that you put on your penis and your boobies. Yeah, so...
Oh, man.
Oh, we gotta love kids. And you know what? I've been arguing about this with Tony. She is of the mindset that even though guys don't have the same, chest area that women have, like she'll still call a guy's chest area titties, and I'm like, no, it just feels like nipples. What say you, Massiel? Do you call it nipples or titties on a guy?
Call them man boobs.
Oh, sure. Well, man boobs. Wait, doesn't man boobs indicate that a guy's a little bit hefty and he has breasts, or no?
We don't discriminate against people's boobs. There's different kind of man boobs.
Oh, okay.
You either have big fat ones or big muscular ones. So, but they're still man boobs.
So I'm going to be doing a long Google image search tonight, Massiel.
Man boobs.
Yeah, and the greatest thing ever. For some reason, I put my Google image search thing on unfiltered. So I mean,
oh boy,
I will Google the most innocent thing, and for some reason, like bare penises will come up for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh no.
I know. It's kind of invading my space, if you know what I mean. Oh my God! Here's another dad video. A dad set up an opportunity for his young daughter to catch him in a lie, and she actually came through.
It's your boy Eli here. Just wanted to run everyone through my workout videos. I think from Monday to Friday, I wake up every single morning at 5 a.m. and I run for like 3 hours. And then I come back and I do the weights. And then what?
You never ever go for a run in the morning. Do you know how I know?
How do you know?
Because I always wake up early in the morning and I sneak upstairs and I see you and you're still in bed sleeping.
Yeah. So again, leave it up to kids, Massiel, to just give it to you straight.
I run for 3 hours a day. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Like,
I love it. All right. A woman invited her family over for a game of charades. And then the woman just rocked everybody else's world by giving clues that led to this answer.
How many words, bro?
Me?
2 words. Me?
Me. Pregnant. I'm pregnant. What?
Yeah.
2 words. I'm pregnant.
Look at that. What a clever way to say, oh my God, I have another human coming in my stomach. Or actually, I have a human coming through my stomach. Oh, God. Great choice of words, Massiel. I have another human coming in my stomach.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go to the next subject better.
Hey! I feel like I know the title of this episode. Coming in my stomach. So, but it's gonna be COMING. Okay, Massiel. I want to make sure we
of course.
Yeah, let's make this episode broadly accessible to as many people as possible. Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh my God, this next video, Massiel. So this guy, I think, pretty much defines every frustrated American worker who feels like the world is just against them and they never get their due. So Frito-Lay workers in Topeka, Kansas, they went on strike on the 5th of July. A union steward named Dan Negrete did a TV interview last week. And once you hear his frustration with, everything that's going on at work, you can see why the clip went viral.
Man, it just, I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm mad. They got us working 84 hours a week in this thing. All right? Do it look like my shoes can hold my fat ass for 84 hours? That's what I'm saying. And the thing about it, they got the little mascots on the thing. Like Chester Cheeto, he ain't got to worry about this type of shit. He just get on his motorcycle and he gone. I can't afford a motorcycle with the pay they give me up in here. I got child support coming out my check. I got the food stamps about to get cut off. And what's a little handsome man with the Steve Harvey mustache on the Pringles can? The Pringles man and the little boy with the dog on the Cracker Jacks box. You ain't never seen them frowning, did you? Now, the only thing Frito can do is kiss my ass, because now I'm about to go, say about Frito Lays, I'm about to go be lazy, you hear me? I'm about to go lay the down, because I ain't doing this no more. I'm about to go see if they hiding down there at Lowe's. And y'all don't really give a damn about my story. Y'all can get the camera on my face. Y'all just want to get y'all story. That's what y'all want to do.
Yeah, you just go. You know, I love that peak level of frustration where you just go on and on and on, and you don't let the other person speak, and then it's just
not him talking about the Pringles guy.
Yeah, right. That was probably my favorite line. The guy, the guy with the Steve Harvey mustache, the Pringles guy. I was like, oh yeah, Steve Harvey and the Pringles guy, they do have similar mustaches. Alrighty. Oh my God, I love this TikToker named Bear Bailey. And don't worry, Massiel, we're gonna do a shameless plug for your TikTok account after this.
Of course. Oh my gosh.
So maybe consider doing this. Look, if you're low on money, Massiel, and I know you live in New York City, so money has to be a sort of tight, sort of. This TikToker named Bear Bailey, he's doing this brilliant thing where basically in exchange for free stuff, he just sings on the spot. Here he is.
Hey, Bear. Go ahead, hit this song for me and I'll give you that for free.
And say, just cause you're leaving, it don't mean that I won't be right by your side.
Hey.
When you need me and you can't see me in the middle of the night, just close your eyes and say a prayer. It's okay, I know you're scared when I'm not here, but I'll always be right there. Even though I'm leaving, I ain't going nowhere.
Woo! Yes! All right, you get that for free, baby.
Massiel, if I had pipes, I would probably get away with this scam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what do you think? Do you think the guy has pipes or what?
I actually seen this video, and he was like super nervous at the beginning, and he does it, and I'm all like, he's gonna get a record contract before anybody else that I know is a musician.
Yeah,
like, they're just gonna find him on TikTok and be like, "Here's your record contract." You're like, "Wow, the world."
Yeah, exactly. The evolution of the world, the evolution of show business in general. Because I mean, we've gone from if you have to be, if you're discovered, you end up like being in a nightclub or maybe at a subway stop or whatever. But then that kind of evolved into going on American Idol if you want to be famous and a singer. Yeah. And now in the TikTok world of things, I mean, I've seen so many of these videos where, like a restaurant worker or like this guy at a gas station just randomly sings. It gets a lot of views. And then before you know it, a record executive sees it and says, oh, hey, would you like to be signed on with, I don't know, who's a fellow country artist? Garth Brooks and Casey Musgraves?
Yeah. I don't know too much about country, but I was thinking about Bella Porch. She literally got famous for making faces, and now she has a song out.
Oh yeah, the Build a Bee song.
Build a Bitch.
Build a Bitch. Oh no, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, bitch. Bitch is not as bad as the F word. I'll let a bitch slide, Massiel.
Build a Bee. Yeah, no. So she literally like her highest ranking. She has the highest ranking TikTok of all time, and it's literally a TikTok of her making faces and like bobbing her head, and you're just like, really? That's the highest ranking liked TikTok of all time.
Does she do any singing in this video, or is she literally just bopping her head?
Yeah, she does singing. I mean, she has more of a whispery voice. That's her MO. Like, it's not like anything like belty. It's more like she has a very soft voice. So, I don't judge.
There you go. Hey, you know what? Wherever success you can find, however you find it, the only way to go is to just be happy for that person and hope that success comes to yourself. So
yes, of course. All
right. Lastly, oh my God, next time you go to the dentist, tell them you've been doing this and see if that dentist just slaps you right in the mouth. So you probably know about this on TikTok. This is how people are cleaning their teeth. Take a listen.
This is a magic eraser. Yeah, that's what I said. I take a little tiny piece of it, wet it. Don't touch your gums. Can you hear that? I've been doing it for like 2 years.
Yeah, people are actually putting magic eraser on their teeth because I guess brushing your teeth for, a minute is the equivalent of working in a construction zone.
Wait. Magic eraser, the stuff that you use to clean the bathtub?
No, I think a magic eraser, like the stuff that, like if you had like a smart board and you had like a marker and stuff. Yeah,
are you serious?
I think that's what they're talking about. Yeah.
That's kooky. People are really out of their minds.
So for the people that are not out of their minds and want to see some common sense stuff, can you give them your TikTok information, Massiel?
Yes, of course. I'm here for it.
Yay.
It's my first name, Massiel, M-A, S as in Sam, another S, I-E-L, N as in Nancy, and H as in Hernandez. And you can find me on TikTok making all sorts of commentary.
Very good. That's our viral videos. If you have a viral video of the week you want to share, facebook.com/TheAnythingShow. We're also on Instagram @AnythingShowFrancois. John Francois here with Massiel Hernandez. And, later on, don't forget, great conversation with Lauren Speed and Cameron Hamilton. They are the former cast members from the Netflix dating show Love is Blind. And they are the authors of the new book, Leap of Faith. Speaking of which, Love is Blind, the new season, coming out July 29th. You're welcome for that free promo, Netflix. All right, let's get to our gossip for the week, Massiel. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it once I find the music. There you go. Oh, my God. All right, I think what we're starting with is the space stuff. I know, right? We got to get it over with, or else it'll become... Or else it'll become stale bread by the next time we do a show together. Jeff Bezos successfully launched himself and 3 other people into space. After they landed, he said he was, quote, amazed and awestruck by the Earth and its beauty, but also by its fragility. And he wanted to confirm that he and Richard Branson are not playing a game of who has the bigger penis through their rocket ships. Jeff Bezos says that his goal is to lay the groundwork for a time when we can move all heavy industry and all polluting industry off the Earth and into space. So I guess Jeff Bezos wants us to just move from Earth into space someday, Massiel.
Maybe he should start paying his employees. That would help, too.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, my God. So you probably heard what Jeff Bezos said. He was like, I would like to thank the employees of Amazon for paying for this space flight.
Boy.
Yeah. Now, God bless his heart. Charlemagne the God from The Breakfast Club said he didn't see anything wrong. He saw it as just, Jeff Bezos being appreciative. But it's a typical tone-deaf rich person's thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, between Amazon and Walmart, I don't know who doesn't pay their employees enough to have a livable wage. Like, I just feel like if you're going to send yourself to space, at least give everybody a raise that's helping you out. Like, this is so tone deaf. Yeah, and
also I heard that Amazon workers, I mean, they have it so bad that they're peeing out of bottles. That's something that I heard from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like, which I guess is a roundabout way of saying that they barely get a break when they're like out driving, delivering packages. So I don't know, man. It is crazy. You know what's also crazy? The fact that you are in the Olympics, you like the top of your game as an athlete, but somehow you have to sleep on a cardboard bed. Massiel, I know, but you'll never guess why they have to sleep on a cardboard bed. So the Olympic officials apparently think that athletes are going to be hot and horny all the time, and they want to do it. So,
of course.
Yeah. So the cardboard bed, and you know what? That actually makes sense because you are working out your body like a mofo during the Olympics. And what's that thing that you release when you exercise? It's like I don't know. It's like
endorphins.
Endorphins. Yeah, you release endorphins, and yeah. That will probably make you turned on. But I also think, Massiel, that if the Olympic people are sleeping on cardboard beds, I mean that's got to affect their body. That's got to be uncomfortable to a point where they might be waking up in the morning all stiff and unable to do their job.
Well, first of all, if you're worried that people are going to do it on their bed, then you really don't understand how clever people are when they want to get intimate. So there's that. Like, we can't do it on the cardboard bed, but we'll find somewhere else to do it on. Like, I'm just like, that's just ridiculous.
The racetrack, the empty swimming pool after the swimmers are done at the Olympics, the ice skating rink, or if they have ice skating during the Summer Olympics.
It's only Summer Olympics.
Whatever. Clearly, I'm very knowledgeable about the Olympics, Massiel.
Yeah. No winter sports at the Summer Olympics. It's just one of those.
And as if there aren't enough sports in the Olympics, there are some people out there that would like certain additional sports added to the Olympic roster, like lacrosse, bowling, American football, and apparently Quidditch from Harry Potter got 2% of the vote. Now how's that possible, Massiel? Because I believe
it's not a real sport.
Well, what?
It's not real.
Yeah, but also, if you watch Harry Potter, it's like they're flying in the air with brooms, aren't they? Like, how is that?
Yeah, like, that's kind of kooky. I want to go back to bowling. That's not a real sport.
Wait. How is that not a real sport? How is that not a real sport?
It's not. Any sport where you can sit and eat nachos and hang out and drink beer is not a sport. Sorry. What? I'm sorry for anybody who's a bowler. You probably have amazing wrist and knees and stuff, but any sport that I can like relax, hang out with my friends, drink beer and eat nachos is not a sport.
Okay.
But going back to Quidditch, it's not a real sport because we don't have flying umbrellas, flying brooms.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Now, I mean, I got to argue with you, Massiel. Because so the kind of bowling that you're describing is the recreational bowling that you would do with friends on like a Friday night. Now, if you talk about like professional bowling leagues, sure, okay, there is a degree of sitting down and waiting for your turn. But, when they get up and do their thing, I mean, there's a certain amount of skill, focus, precision involved.
Wait a minute. Are you a bowler?
I'm not a professional bowler, but I've bowled enough to know that, I've bowled enough to know that it should be respected as a sport, damn it.
I'm going to get so much hate for that comment. I know. Someone's going to come at me like, how are you going to say that about bowling? I'm like, yeah, I said it. I said it.
No one cares about bowling, so I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. So anyway.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tom Brady. Congratulations, of course, Tom Brady. Hey, are you a Tom Brady hater? Is that where you're?
Did I sound like I'm a Tom Brady hater? Did I sound like it?
So Tom.
Oh God.
Everybody has their reasons for hating Tom Brady, but regardless, I mean, the fact that the guy spent 20 years in New England and then came to Tampa Bay in his first season as a 40-something-year-old and immediately won them a Super Bowl. I mean, that's got to be phenomenal, Massiel. You got to admit that.
Wow, Tom Brady, he's so fantastic.
Oh my God, you must be like a New York Giants fan.
No, I actually hate American football.
Okay.
But I find Tom Brady to be so like appalling. Like I don't know what it is about him. I know a lot of my friends hate him, but he irks me so much. Like it's just a smugness to him that I'm just like, oh God. But I guess that's being a professional athlete and being good at what you do. But whatever.
Well, you have to see pictures of Tom Brady at the Kentucky Derby and the way he dresses. I mean, that'll tell you like, oh my God, this guy's just rich person smugness to a T.
Ugh.
God. Well, speaking of Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, they went to the White House the other day, and of course, the ceremonial thing where you meet the president. The president says congratulations for your sports championship, and Tom Brady cracked a couple of corny scripted jokes that had to do with last year's election.
Not a lot of people, think that we could have won, and in fact, I think about 40% of the people still don't think we won.
I understand that.
You understand that, Mr. President?
I understand that.
Yeah. And personally, it's nice for me to be back here. We had a game in Chicago where I forgot what down it was. I lost track of one down in 21 years of playing. And they started calling me Sleepy Tom. Why would they do that to me?
Yeah, if people don't laugh, they're going to get kicked off the team. Tom Brady will kill their family. I mean, you got to laugh at Tom Brady's jokes.
Yeah.
Look, I know.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, the first one was kind of funny. Like, they still didn't think I won. I'm like, yeah, funny. You're so funny, Brady.
I'm totally aware, as someone who is a New England native, trust me, I'm totally aware of the major ass kissing that Tom Brady gets around here, especially on sports radio. But, the guy's success, you can't deny. You just cannot deny the guy's success. Lastly, and you know what? I hope you don't hate this sports figure, Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. Are you okay with him, Massiel?
Oh, idea who he is. So go Bucks.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Giannis and the Bucks. They won this year's NBA championship. And Giannis, this is his very first championship and the first for Milwaukee since 1971. So Giannis, of course, went crazy. And along with a lot of screaming Bucks fans outside, he just went to Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. So can I have please a 50-piece Mac Minis, 50 exactly, okay. Not 51, not 49, chicken minis, yes, 50. And let me have a large drink, no ice, half Sprite, half lemonade. This is the trophy. This is just go one time. Just touch fast, good. Oh! Hey, Bucks in six.
Now, in case of, for those of you that might not understand Giannis's heavy Greek accent, he did say Bucks in 6, which meant that the Bucks won in 6 games against the Phoenix Suns. Massiel, I don't know if you know, but that fan who freaked out, Giannis allowed him to put like one measly index finger on the trophy as Giannis was in the car waiting for Chick-fil-A, and the guy almost had an orgasm. It was just insane.
Oh boy!
I know the way that people obsess. I know the way that people obsess over sports. I know it's a bit much sometimes. And in case you didn't know, the reason why Giannis wanted a 50-piece specifically, the game 6 that won the Bucks the championship, Giannis scored 50 points in that game. So that.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Hey. Okay, look. I am not the hugest sports fanatic, but and you know what? I used to be like you a few years ago and just be like, oh my God, sports. But after a while, it's like, you know what? I get it. I mean, there's a certain I don't know. There's a certain energy. There's a certain enthusiasm. There's a certain poof in the air when sports teams win.
Did you say poof?
Yeah, it's like magic. Poof! I won a championship. I don't know. Oh God! All right, Massiel. That is a maybe sort of awkward way to end our celebrity gossip.
Okay.
Massiel hates sports. I'm sort of okay with it. All right, if you have a piece of gossip you want to send over our way, Facebook.com/TheAnythingShow, Instagram @AnythingShowFrancois. John Francois here with Massiel Hernandez. Massiel, you have been a pleasure this past hour. Now, I know you are a wonderful host of the Black Hole Sun podcast. Is there a recent episode we should look out for?
I did 2 episodes last week, so I took a break this week. So go check out my one episode about Loki, the season finale, and I have one on cartoon conspiracies. So.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, so I did 2. Cartoon Conspiracy, that one specifically on the Powerpuff Girls. So if you're a Powerpuff Girl fan, I have a couple of things I want to tell you.
Oh, my God. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there's some creepy conspiracy about those 3.
Oh.
So you want to check that out. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing a whole series on cartoon conspiracies, and I found so many different cartoons with conspiracies on them. My next one is on Hey Arnold. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some. Can't wait to. Yeah.
Well, Massiel, let me ask this because I'm surprised because I don't want this to come off badly, but I think you said you're 43?
Yes.
So, how old were you during the whole 90s Nickelodeon craze where you had like Hey Arnold and stuff? I was
a teenager. So what's funny is I was a teenager and I used to babysit a bunch of kids and I would put these cartoons on. So I watched them too. So.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah. I mean, I was born in 91. So, 90s Nickelodeon runs big with me. And also the Powerpuff Girls, which I think was maybe late 90s going into the 2000s. So yeah, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel. That was
animation's ageless, like animation's for everybody. I appreciate the artwork. I appreciate the storylines. I think that, if you appreciate animation, if you were a kid or were just a teenager babysitting a bunch of brats like me and had to watch it, you appreciate all of that.
Yeah. Well, congratulations once again to Katie for winning our $100 gift card and the Anything Show shot glass and keychain this month. Like I said, your next chance to win is going to be sometime in late August. I'll announce that specific date soon right here on the Anything Show. Massiel, it was a pleasure. Please check out Massiel's Black Hole Sun podcast wherever you get podcasts. Massiel will not be joining us next show, but I believe the show after that, I think, maybe?
Yeah, probably. Next week I will be at the Met. I've been invited to a big event. So.
Oh, the Metropolitan Opera?
No, the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, you know what? With the perfection that you've been insinuating about yourself throughout this whole show, I wouldn't be surprised if you went to the opera.
Yeah, well, that's Lincoln Center. I've been to the opera, so.
Yeah. Oh, how was that 5 hours of singing?
I love the opera, so don't get it twisted.
Okay. I'm just saying. All right, Massiel, I clearly jinxed it because we have gone over time, but that's okay. I always have editing magic to fix everything. Cool. So I will see you, I guess, sometime in August. Take care, Massiel. Check out her podcast, like I said. And I don't know, is it cool or hot in New York City right now?
It's grossly hot.
Oh, okay. So stay cool then.
Thanks so much, guys. It was good.
Yay.
I feel so blessed to have you come into my life. I love you so much, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?
Oh my God, yes. Yes, Cameron. I will marry you. I will be your wife.
Okay, everybody, I have the pleasure of being with Lauren Speed and Cameron Hamilton of Netflix's Love is Blind, and they have a new book out called Leap of Faith. Hey, guys, thank you so much for being on.
Hey. Thank you so much for having us.
Good to be here.
Yeah, man, I just love the pleasant energy for, like, we're recording this fairly early on a Friday morning, so I just love the pleasant energy.
Hey, we gotta bring
the energy. You know, we gotta set the tone for the day.
Absolutely. So for the listener that is being introduced to you guys for the first time, just give us an idea of how you both ended up on the show Love is Blind.
Sure. I mean, both Lauren and I were reached out to by casting. We didn't seek it out, but it seemed almost like a hand of God reaching down to tell us, like, this is what we need to do. So they found us, and you know, it was one of those things where it's kind of like you go through the first part of the casting, you're intrigued, you keep going, and then here we are.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, and actually, for those not familiar, Love is Blind is basically, you know, kind of to take the title from your book, Leap of Faith. I mean, it's 30 men and women, you know, kind of in a speed dating format, just going in blind. They haven't seen each other or met each other yet. And I guess you two basically were striking a rapport with each other. And from not seeing each other and striking that rapport, you decided to take the leap and get married. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's very correct. I mean, we basically dated through a wall. We are the through the wall love. Yeah. And, you know, from then on, just through conversation, we really fell in love, which is, you know, amazing. I don't think that either of us really expected that going into the experience, even though we were very open-minded. But I mean, that's the thing about love, is that it can come from anywhere at any time. And, you know, going on that show, taking the leap of faith to go on that show really changed our lives. And, you know, that's why we're here to talk about it.
Yeah. And that's why we try to put it in the book, to really give people a sense of, like, how this was even possible over a relatively short period of time. What were the conversations that we had, like, you know, what was it that really prepared us to find love in this way?
Yeah. And I would imagine, you know, as you kind of discussed in this book, that, you know, not only finding love on a nationwide reality show, but finding love with someone who you haven't done all the traditional things with yet, like meeting them in person, going on dates, meeting the family, all that stuff. I would that with all that, there was a great degree of vulnerability that you two had to go through in front of the camera. Okay, can you talk about that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and you think about it in the sense too, where, I mean, we were surrounded by 400 cameras, and we knew that in order for us to really connect, we had to be vulnerable, even knowing, you know, all these people were watching, and later people would be watching as well. So that was tough, but I think we both came to that conclusion that really the only way to connect is to be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. So, that's the choice that we had to make. And thankfully we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how long has it been? Because I think you guys are not on the show anymore. Like now you're living your relationship off the camera. Right?
Yeah. So in November will be 3 years that we've been married. Because when the show came out, we were actually married a year and a half before the show even came out. We just had to keep it under wraps. So we're almost 3 years in this thing.
That's right. Yeah. Many more to go.
Wow. So in the years since being on the show, how has your relationship shifted? Because you've gone from like, everybody's, putting a close microscope on you guys. And now you're able to sort of live a private love life in a sense.
Well, it's certainly not super private. I mean, we have a lot of people online who are following, but it was actually kind of the opposite way.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know that when we initially stopped filming the show, before the show had even came out, during that year and a half that we had kind of the silence that you're talking about, we really just kind of took that time to really just kind of engulf ourselves in each other and really learn about ourselves and, develop our relationship and blend our families. And it's really good that we got that time where it was quiet, because we didn't have to worry about the opinions and all that. We got a chance to really form and strengthen our relationship without the hot light of,
everyone's attention.
Yeah, everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of your castmates, anything that you notice in terms of how they handled their relationships versus how you guys handled yours?
I think that we actually just really, for us, it was all about us, even though that we were on, this huge television show. But I think throughout the whole experience and process, we just kind of focused on ourselves and really making sure that we were developing something that we both wanted to be in, that it was right for the both of us, and just fully immersing ourselves in that experience and really not paying too much attention to the drama or any of the extra stuff like that. We were just kind of focusing on each other. That was the priority for us.
Yeah.
Well said. Oh, go ahead, Cameron. Yeah, you were saying something?
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, we really had a tunnel vision to the point where a lot of what you see on the show for the other couples and whatnot, I mean, we really had no insight into that. We were learning that along with everyone else.
Yeah, I was surprised watching just like everybody else for a lot of the stuff, like, oh, no, she did it.
Right.
Yeah. So. And the great thing, for those listening who haven't seen Love is Blind, it's basically in the on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, you can always go in and see Lauren Speed and Cameron Hamilton, fall in love from beginning up until now. And they have a new book out. Once again, it's called Leap of Faith. And I believe it is available now anywhere you get books, right?
Yes, it is. It's available now.
Everywhere.
We can make it easy for you. So you can just go to leapoffaithbook.com. You can get the audio book there, the hard copy, signed copies, everything's right there. So just head on over to the website.
Yeah. So if you're interested in reading through definitely one of the most unique love stories I've witnessed, I think I would highly recommend this book, Leap of Faith. Lauren Speed and Cameron Hamilton, thank you so much for being on the Anything Show. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Listen to The Anything Show with John Francois on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts. How does John know how to set up podcasts? Is he that? No, he can't be that smart. Follow on Facebook at The Anything Show and on Instagram at Anything Show Francois. Did you get all that?